Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Daddy's Barbecue Pit. This week we have a special guest in the house that's going to be helping us cook some corned beef and cabbage. Miss Rylee Wright from Steak Princess Barbecue.
Hey guys.
We have about a 4-pound corned beef flat that she's going to trim off some silver skin and some fat that's on there. And today we're using, what kind of rubs are you using today?
We're using some Boars Night Out White Lightning and then My Beauty and the beef rub.
Good deal. Two great rubs that you've seen us use prior on the channel. We use them both quite often, but she's going to go ahead and get started, and she's going to leave this sit for about probably 10-15 minutes after she's done cleaning it up and seasoning it. So she's just going to work. She's not going to get real particular with this. We just want to clean up some of that silver skin and some of that heavier fat. A lot of that's going to break down. We're going to smoke this initially for about, what, 3 hours on 275. So. And then we're going to go and place it into a Dutch oven to finish the cook. So a lot of this is going to break down. Okay, so she's got this thing trimmed up, and we're going to go ahead and start seasoning. What are we using again today?
So first we're just going to use some Boars Night Out White Lightning, and it's just a little base salt, pepper, garlic rub.
This rub's excellent on everything.
And then next we're just going to put My Beauty and the beef rub on there.
And where can they find that rub at?
You can go to steakprincessbbq.com and order.
Yeah, and use a lot of it. That way you got to buy more. We're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes. We have a Rectech running at 275, and we're going to place this on, and it's probably going to smoke for about 3 hours, and then we're going to transfer it to a Dutch oven. Okay, so we're outside. This thing's set about 10-15 minutes with the rubs on it. We're going to go ahead and get it on the Rectech. It's running about, again, 275. We're going to leave it on there for about 3 hours. So we're going to leave it in there. We'll come back and check it probably about an hour and a half to see how it's doing. Okay, so we are about 2 hours in to our corned beef brisket. You can tell that rub is starting to set up on there. It looks great. It smells really good. It's got good color. We're probably going to give it another hour yet. So we're 2 hours in. We want to do 3 hours on the smoke. So one more hour, and then what are we going to do after that? Put it in the Dutch oven?
And throw it in the oven.
Throw it in the oven. Good deal. So we'll be back here in another hour. Okay, so we are 3 hours in on the Rectech with this corned beef. We're going to take and pull it out now. We're going to go in and assemble it the rest of the way into our Dutch oven. So we're just going to pull this guy off. You can see that thing's got a beautiful color on it. Still got some nice juice. Starting to set up a real nice layer of bark with that rub. We're going to go inside. We're going to show you how we put the rest of this together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and assemble our corned beef cabbage into our Dutch oven here. We're going to start actually with a layer of onions on the bottom. So Riley's going to go ahead and stick that layer of onions on the bottom.
I thought we were doing the carrots on the bottom.
Oh, sorry. Carrots first on the bottom. Thanks for correcting me.
You're welcome.
I was just trying to see if you were paying attention. So we got a layer of carrots, and these are just the baby carrots. You can cut up whole carrots too. That really doesn't matter. Now she's going to put the onions on top of the carrots. And why are we putting the carrots on the bottom first?
The carrots will take longer to cook, so we're just going to put those down there in hopes that they'll cook and render down and become like softer.
Softer, right. And all this looks like a lot, but this will all cook down. There's a lot of water in that cabbage, so that's going to cook out of it. We're going to go ahead now. I guess I'm okay to put this.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead, yeah.
So we're just going to layer this around. You don't have to use all of it. This was one medium head, so we're going to put that in there. We got to save room for the meat too, so we're probably going to end up using about probably half of that head of cabbage initially. We can always put more in after. So next she's going to go ahead and add the seasoning or add the stock. You can add the stock first. Go ahead. And you can put in as much as you'd like of that. Perfect. That was 2 cups of beef stock that she put in. And now what are you adding there?
The pickling spice for the corned beef.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and she's gonna add a little bit more of her Beauty and the Beef seasoning to our vegetables. And now we're gonna go ahead and stick the corned beef on in the center of the cabbage. Now we're gonna cook this for it's probably gonna be about at least 3 more hours. We wanna take it, we're gonna start checking it at about 200. We're gonna take this rate to probably end up around 205 to 208. We're gonna put the lid on it, put it back on the RecTech. Again, we're cooking at 275, and we'll probably check it here in about 2 hours to see where we're at on temperature.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, everybody, we're back. We just pulled the brisket and the cabbage off of the smoker. We actually ended up taking this to about 211 is where we got to the tenderness we wanted. A total cook time of about 6 hours, 3 hours in the smoke with just the brisket. And then we added the vegetables into our cast iron pot, Dutch oven, and put the brisket on top and finished it for another 3 hours. We were cooking at 275. Riley's gonna go ahead and slice this up, and we're gonna give it a taste. So we have our corned beef completely done. We laid out some cabbage here with it and some carrots. We're gonna go ahead and give it a try.
I couldn't get it.
There, you got it? Nice and tender. Got some big flavor there. I think the cabbage is excellent. It's got a really good flavor. I didn't have a carrot, but I'll try it. Still a little warm.
A little hot.
Very good. What do you think?
It was really good.
Really good? I think it's very good. It's definitely better than the last time I've made it. It's got really good flavor. Overall, I think it's a winning dish. You gonna make this on St. Patty's Day?
I think so.
Look, she even got her green shirt on. Hey guys, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Make sure you follow Rylee at
State Princess BBQ on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
That's great. And make sure you get you some. Oh, that's good.